What if today is not the mother of tomorrow, but instead tomorrow the mother of today? How do I mean? Tomorrow is meant to be a proposed destination you have in mind to arrive at. And by so doing, you intentionally live today so that you can arrive at that pre proposed destination you have created in your mind. Tomorrow is meant to be a vision that is clear, that is vividly clear to you what it looks like. So you are to live the future back to the present, not live the present into the future. How do I mean? For instance, a man who wants to move from Nigeria, where I am currently now, to let's say United States of America, the first thing the man wants to do is he wants to get an international passport, he wants to get a visa, then he wants to get a ticket. So let's assume in the next 6 months from now, he intends to be in the United States of America, probably for study, for tour, for visits, or whatsoever. Because he has lived 6 months from now ahead, he has lived it in his head, he has seen it vividly. He has a clear picture of what he will be doing 6 months from now in the United States of America. Because of that, he rewinds back to the present and begin to live the present intentionally as dictated by the tomorrow he has envisioned. So today he goes to the passport office, he needs to do all that is necessary for him to get his international passport ready. He needs to go to the embassy and apply for visa. He needs to go through all the rigors it might take to get that sorted. And once he does that, he needs to begin to scout which airlines is going to the United States of America on so date, or between so period and so period. And by so doing, he gets about the best airline and book his ticket. In 6 months' time, if he has lived the days between now and 6 months' time as dictated by tomorrow, which is the mother of today, he would eventually arrive at the United States of America for whatever he intends to do 6 months' time as he has pre-proposed. But assuming he was living today a day at a time to unveil into tomorrow, probably 6 months from now, he might not even have left the shores of this country. Why? Because he will be living on a daily basis. But because United States of America is not what he has envisioned for in 6 months' time, he might be on a job that is taking him all day that he wouldn't even give obtaining an international passport a thought. I'll give you another analogy. Imagine a student who is in junior secondary school 3 who wants to proceed to the next phase of education and has a pre-proposed vision, destination in mind, which is to become a doctor, for instance, a medical doctor. Meaning, in the next, let's say, 10 years, he wants to be a medical doctor from now. He gets into that future, envisions it, lives in there 10 years from now. He has a life 10 years from now. He lives it. He sees himself in the lab coat, he sees himself attending to patients, he sees himself performing surgeries in a particular line. And then, because tomorrow is the mother of today, as dictated by tomorrow, it comes back to the present and begin to live intentionally, begin to make decisions intentionally to help him align with that future he has set. So, as he's crossing into the senior secondary school, he's first picking to the science department. Then he begins to make subjects like biology, physics call for him. And by so doing, he moves a step further when he's putting in for his jam and all that to get admission into the higher school of learning. He wants to apply for medicine. He's not just going to pick up a form for a school and then put in there law or put in there nursing. No, he has seen that all I need, the main thing I need at this junction to to according to tomorrow, as dictated by tomorrow, is that I put in for medicine. He puts in for medicine and goes through the rigor of all of the activities in school for the next 7 years before he becomes a medical doctor. Now, he has been able, if he follows through as dictated by tomorrow, eventually 10 years from this present time, such a student will now become a graduate of medicine and then go on to practice as a what medical doctor. So, intentionally living today as dictated by tomorrow will make him eventually land at that destination. It therefore means that today doesn't give birth to tomorrow, but rather, tomorrow gives birth to today. If you live your life with the mindset that I am just putting in effort today and see what happens tomorrow, you are living a life without a vision, men of purpose, men of dreams, men of goals. Live from the future back to the present. They don't live from the present into the future. They live from the future back to the present. And eventually that present becomes the dream futures that they have actualized. Someday their present will become the future they saw a few years back. So the question is, are you living from the present into the future, or you are living from the future into the present? Men who have great things, who have aspirations, first live in the present, then come into the first live in the future rather, then come into the presence and begin to take daily actions, daily decisions that align them, that helps them move in tune with that future they've seen. Are you living from the future, or you are living from the present? If you must fulfill purpose, if you must bet great dreams, if you must do great things with your life, if you must live a life of impact and a life of legacy, you first must live in that future and then come back to the present and live into that future. Remember, this is Kate Inspires. It's a place where we align purpose and finance. It's all about how can I fulfill purpose, and while fulfilling purpose also become financially free. Because like we always say on this channel, if you have all the money in the world and you don't fulfill purpose, you feel depressed at the end of your life, because you know you have not really done the main thing for which you were created. And if you are pursuing purpose and you are not financially free, you get frustrated when the demands for financial needs begin to knock at your door and you cannot answer to them. So you want to be sure that you are fulfilling purpose, you are working the path of purpose, and while you're doing so, you are also making sure that you are becoming financially free. If you are new to this channel, we would like you to subscribe, we would like you to like this content, put your comments under it, share with family and friends. Let them also subscribe. Let's build the community together. Until I come your way again, stay blessed, stay sharp, stay financially fit. I am Adekunle Adeomi, popularly known as Kate Inspires. I'm here to inspire you to live a life that is fulfilling in terms of purpose and also become financially free. Bye.